Worcestershire.
And all the music you love, the music you love. BBC.
Hereford and Worcester.
Oh my word, we've made it to Thursday and we've made it to June. June 2023 is underway. Bit cloudy this morning, wasn't it? But it's been a lovely afternoon. Still managed to hang the washing out. Oh, I'm so rock and roll. Anyway, how was your day? Hope it went okay. Tonight on the show, we're going to meet an author. I was going to say a new author. This is actually her second book we're talking to her about. Yeah. This is the lovely Victoria Scott, who is actually a former colleague. Yes. She used to be a BBC journalist and now she writes fiction and she's doing ever so well at it. We're going to find out all about her new book and her writing career tonight on the show. She's from Worcestershire. She grew up in Castle Morton and that is where the book is set.
Kate Justice.
Other stuff on the show as well, including some great tunes.
I got my first real six string, bought it at the five and dime, played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. I should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, those
Do like that. Bryan Adams, Summer of 69. Told you we were going to start off with some great tunes. We've got a bit of classic Taylor Swift and Post Malone, the new one from Post Malone as well. So tonight we are talking books on the show, among other things. We've got a bit of a conversation about the bees later. I did mention this recently. I've got a huge bee's nest. I know it's called a hive. It just feels like a nest. Huge bees hive. In the eaves of my house. I can't see it, and I can't get close to like have a little look in the hole they're going in and out of with a torch because they're swarming around it. And they go to sleep at night, sleep. But then I don't want to disturb them. You know, I don't want to go up there with my torch. No, it's rude. Anyway, we'll get to that later. On the subject of, by the way, birds that steal other birds' eggs. This is a thing, and I'm missing some chicken eggs. Very cross about this. Very cross. And apparently magpies actually pick them up in their beaks and fly off with them. I couldn't imagine them doing it, but yeah, that's what they do. And then they pick holes in the shell and suck out the egg. Rude and gross. Oh, I mean, that's their own kind. Anyway, apparently, Les sent me a message with a great tip of what I can do. And I don't know why I didn't think of this myself. He said you can get a fake bird to put them off. Magpies will steal chicken eggs during the breeding season. They will even go inside the chicken coop to steal them from the nests. They'll also even take young rabbits if they get the chance. Seagulls are also egg thieves. Yes, I can imagine. However, here's a suggestion. If you can get a plastic hawk or falcon to put on top of the chicken coop, reposition it regularly so the magpies don't get used to it and disregard. They are very clever and learn quickly. Do you know what I've got in my head now? I've got the idea of a robotic fake bird, something aggressive like an eagle that I can keep an eye on and potentially scare those magpies off with. I mean, the only method I've come up with so far to try and stop this happening is collecting the eggs as soon as they're laid. Then that upsets the chickens. I mean, it's a bit of a no-win situation, really. Anyway, thanks, Les. That's the update on that situation. I'm still none.
Riding round town with all the windows down. 8-track playing all your favorite sounds. The rhythm of the bongos fill the part. Street musicians trying to get a start. 'Cause it's summertime is here. Yes, it's summer, my time of year. Yes, it's summer, my time of Summertime is here. Yes, it's summer. My time of year.
You. And we're going to meet an author tonight who's written a really poignant, important historical book. I say important. It's about a woman who should be a huge role model for all girls, but especially girls in Wales and on the Welsh border. Kate Williams, the daughter of a Baptist minister who ran away from home in Abergavenny aged 16, intent on becoming a strong woman. She became one of her era's most well-known performers, a strong woman in the Victorian era. And history has sort of forgotten her. She was known as Vulcana, which just sounds strong, doesn't it? Anyway, author Rebecca F. John has written a book about the life and work of Vulcana to bring her story back to inspire young women of today. So let's meet Rebecca in the next 10 minutes and find out a little bit more about this incredible woman. It's all on the way.
Summer.
TV's only gospel competition show is back. Get ready, y'all, with the best of the best. Make some noise.
This is going to be a powerful season.
You voted, and now 10 All-Star finalists will get a second chance to compete.
It was perfect.
That might have been the wrong song for you.
Many are called,
Yes, son, that sounds good.
but only one will win.
You're taking no prisoners.
Sunday Best, the All-Star edition premieres Sunday, July 19th at 8. Only on BET, y'all. We got you.
Welcome to the South Side. Nah, that's just the South Side of H-Town. You got a peep game, you know what I'm saying? Cause Texas from the South, and Louisiana from the South, and Mississippi from the South, Atlanta, Georgia from the South. That's why we doing the South Side, the South Side, yeah, the South Side, the South Side. Everybody do the South Side, the South Side, yeah, the South Side, the South Side. Raise your hands and do the South Side, the South Side, yeah, the South Side, the South Side. Shock and rock and do the South Side, the South Side, yeah, the South Side, the South Side. H-Time is throwing up the juice and giving niggas stab. You know the South Side acting bad on the slack. We throwing up the juice and giving niggas stab. You know the South Side acting bad on the slab. Alright, we throwing up the juice and giving niggas stab. You know the South Side acting bad on the slab. I'm throwing up the juice and giving niggas stab. You know the South Side acting bad on the slab. I woke up early, jumped in that butter, Sachi shades, pushing blades, let the foes burn rubber. I swung and I swang, you know a nigga swing, hit the velvet and the king, Europeans with the screams, big ol' 420, everything cash, glass pop red, fuzzy wood in the dash, mashing on the gas, he's a thug like green, from boy young, I see knock in the beam, showing naked ass and the story's about to kill you, 1700, wet apple over silver, hit the school zone, 418 shook it, caught that little dude sideways, sitting crooked, pulled an ex-son, nothing less than supreme, never slipping, but I'm dripping candy red on the scene, flossing on the hoes, tossing on the women, gotta pop the trunk for that nigga Pat Lemon. Alright, we throwing up the juice and giving niggas dab, you know the South Side acting bad on the slab. We throwing up the juice and giving niggas dab, you know the South Side acting bad on the slab. Alright, we throwing up the juice and giving niggas dab, you know the South Side acting bad on the slab. Wood throwing up the juice and giving niggas dab, you know the South Side acting bad on the slab. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, Lee in the bus, sweets and tough, Marvin heavy in the Chevy, breaking concrete, polo on my body and Nikes on my feet. Hold your horses, these are choices in the presence of a player. Buckle up your belt through the southern Himalaya. Raise up off the dick because you see a nigga glowing overseas, blowing trees with a long hair, Samoan Mary Jane on a plane. Ain't a damn thing chain, piece of chain, diamond ring, cause I'm throwed in the game. Back in 95, I was broke, catching tails, fuck 'em all, I'm a ball, chopping up on the slab. Cause I'm throwing up the juice and giving niggas dab. You know the South Side acting bad on the slab. Alright, we throwing up the juice and giving niggas dab. You know the South Side acting bad on the slab. We do the South Side, the south side, yeah, the south side, the south side. Everybody do the south side, the south side, yeah, the south side, the south side, yeah. Raise your hand, so high, rub your head and do the south side. Go to shocking and the rockin' from left to right. Look fly, get high with your Swisser roll tight. I might just do the south side with you. It's easy and new. Drink that jam and screw. Go shake it, girl, if that's the way you hit 'em. Moving side to side with your motion and your rhythm. You're sick and move. Stay in the groove. Keep your hand high and you really can't lose. I'ma lift my head and keep my pride and let the whole world do the damn south side. We do the south side, the south side, yeah, the south side, the south side. Everybody do the south side, the south side, yeah, the south side, the south side. Raise your hands and do the south side, the south side, yeah, the south side, the south side. Shock and rock and do the south side, the south side, yeah, the south side, the south side. It feel good to do the south side. The south side ain't through. The south side is in you and it's true. And it me, look key, and the Herschelwood click. If you don't like it, get up off the south side dick. Smoke another blunt, pull another stunt, jam down in the front on $1 million hunt. So raise your hands and open up wide and get your ass fucked by the whole south side.
I knew you were trouble. That's kind of classic Taylor now, isn't it? Although real classic would be proper country stuff, before she went all poppy. Anyway, it is now 19 minutes past 6. I hope you're well this evening. It's the 1st of June and the sun has got his hat on. Well, eventually got his hat on this afternoon, a bit late, depending on where you were, I suppose. Now we're going to talk to an author from just across the border into Wales. I mean, people who aren't from Herefordshire think that it is in Wales, you know, sometimes. And I probably live about 10 miles from the Welsh border, not far at all, from the edge of Monmouth. In fact, I have been seen doing my normal weekly shop in Monmouth. Yeah, I've got to go and visit a friend that way. I'm like, well, I'll go to Waity. That's rare. Anyway, we're going to meet Rebecca F. John, who is a historical fiction writer, and she has brought to life the story of Vulcana, the strong woman that history forgot. This is the life of Kate Williams, who has a remarkable story, which we'll get to very shortly. But first I wanted to find out a little bit about Rebecca herself. Her writing name is Rebecca F. John, and we spoke a few weeks ago now, actually, and I said, welcome to the show, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
Yes, well, this is the thing. You know, it's like giving birth, isn't it, writing a book?
It is, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your writing background.
So I'm a writer of historical fiction, mainly for adults, but more recently published a children's book as well, which has fulfilled my ambition of writing a little bit of fantasy for the first time. But mainly historical fiction. I've published, this will be the 6th book published now. And I have often taken actually real historical figures or inspiration from real historical figures quite by accident in my writing. And that's sort of culminated in this book.
Wow. Okay. So you also have to do a lot of research as well as have quite a lot of creativity. I mean, if you're basing your stories, in inverted commas, on real people and real happenings, there's probably a lot you've got to be careful about.
Yes. The research is quite in-depth and quite lengthy, but also I think there's a responsibility for the fiction writer to not let the research take over the narrative. So sometimes I do bend facts a little bit.
Well, I mean,
I think you have to.
Well, yeah, you've got to. And the thing about historical fiction is it entertains us whilst educating us. I mean, that's really a win-win, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the cliche is that the truth is stranger than fiction. And it's true. I think oftentimes when you're writing from reality, you have to rein it in a little bit to make it fit into a pleasing narrative, really.
That's fine. That's fine. So you've written several historical fiction books, and the Shadow Order, is that completely made up by you?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's and it will is this going to be the first of a few children's books?
I hope so. I have some ideas I'd like to explore, definitely. Yeah.
And how's it been received?
Well, I hope well. It's always difficult to tell as the author, you know. I think
Yes.
a lot of the feedback doesn't really come to you. But I've had, I've been told a lot of nice things, and that's all you can hope for, really, I think, as author. And, I really wanted to explore a lot of ideas that are important to young people in a sort of safe environment, really, where there didn't need to be a two-way conversation, I suppose. So I wanted to talk about, politics and the natural world and things that children kind of get inundated with in a more obscure way, I suppose. So I was using fantasy to do that, really.
Right. So there's a like a hidden meaning behind your children's fiction as well, a helpful meaning.
Well, I hope so. Yeah. Things I wanted to know, I suppose, when I was a child.
Well, that's all we can go on. Our own kids give us a bit of a hint, but I guess our best memories come from what it was like to be one.
Yeah, absolutely. And my baby's only one, so he can't tell me a lot yet.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, gosh, I bet you're excited to read him your book, aren't you, when he's a bit older?
Yeah, when he's old enough. I've got a little wait, though.
Yes. What age range are you aiming at with the Shadow Order?
So the Shadow Order is sort of 9+, really.
Right. Oh, exciting. Well, I've got a couple of 9-year-olds in the family, so we'll be getting hold of that one. So moving on to your most recent book. Is it out yet?
Almost. It's out a week today, so the 4th of May.
Right. Well, congratulations. Now, tell me a little bit about this latest book.
So it's based on a real-life Victorian strongwoman from Abergavenny by the name of Kate Williams, whose stage name was Vulcana. And she's somebody I discovered by accident, really, when I was doing some research for another book. And I was just fascinated with her. She's just an incredibly inspirational, exciting figure. And I had never heard of her. I'd never heard of her as a, Welsh schoolgirl. I'd never heard of her as an adult until I just happened upon this blog when I was doing some research. And I just think that everybody should know about her. Everybody in Wales, especially. But
I mean, I looked her up, when I saw your book, and I thought, oh, who is this woman? I didn't even know that strong women were a thing. All those years ago. How did she get away with it? I mean, it was absolutely groundbreaking.
She was groundbreaking in so many ways. And this is why I can't understand how she's sort of fallen out of our history, if you like. Because she was world famous. She was, she performed across the world doing her weightlifting. And she wasn't unique, but there weren't many women doing what she was doing. And then added to that, she was using that platform, to campaign against corsetry. And she was just pleading with women to take off their corsets and exercise and be strong. And I just think she was an incredible person.
Gosh, she was so ahead of her time.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a woman. So Vulcana, is that the name of the book as well, Vulcana?
That's the name of the book as well, yes.
And that's what she went by?
Yeah, that was her stage name, yes. I don't know where that comes from. No. But even that, I think, is a strong-sounding word.
I think of volcanoes, you think of huge, big, powerful things. So she had quite a fascinating life, as well as being a bit of a, I guess, feminist in her own way, a pioneer for women and empowering women. But she also had a fascinating life, which again makes her a really good subject for a story.
Yes, and I touched earlier on the fact that you sometimes have to rein fact in to make it fit into fiction, and that was definitely the case with Vulcana. There are so many stories about her, which can be found in newspapers of the time. You know, they are sort of as verified as they can be, really, about her doing incredible things, you know, rushing into burning buildings to save horses that had been trapped inside a theatre, and pulling a drowning child from a river, and apprehending a pickpocket. And the stories are just endless. And I couldn't possibly include them all, but they're fantastic and they are out there for people to read if you look her up.
Rebecca F. John, the author, talking about that incredible story that she's written about. So, historical fiction, The Strong Woman That History Forgot. Talking about Kate Williams there. I mean, what an inspiring character. I'd never heard of her. And yes, she's absolutely right. She should be part of at least the Welsh schoolgirl curriculum. Anyway, there's more to come from Rebecca in the next half of the show. First, we'll squeeze in a bit of this. Came into the studio and sang live in front of me, right here at BBC Hereford and Worcester Towers. True story, that. Jake Shears, the guy from the Scissor Sisters. And if you think about it, that's where the Scissor Sisters' names came from, because he's Shears, look. Yeah. Clever, really. Now, should we have a look at the weather forecast? Shall we? Yeah. It got going, didn't it, today in the end? And I think that's the way it's going to be for the next few days. It's sort of clouding over overnight, but then really nice and warm by the late afternoon. This evening, we will see this late sunshine again hanging around. It's going to be quite nice. But into the night, a band of patchy low cloud will soon move in from the east, but it'll stay dry. Temperatures around 6 to 9 Celsius. Tomorrow, we'll see lingering cloud clear away during the morning. Sunshine will then become extensive with just some patchy cloud in spots and highs of 19 Celsius, not massively warm. It looks to remain dry and settled throughout the next few days and over the weekend as well. We've got high pressure remaining. Saturday, Sunday and Monday are all expected to have large amounts of sunshine with just some patchy cloud possible at times, and it'll stay rather warm. Highs of around 21 degrees across the weekend and into the start of next week. So pretty settled, actually.
The sound of Herefordshire and Worcestershire.
Together, we can make a difference.
BBC. Hereford and Worcester.
So lately, been wondering who will be there to take my place when I'm gone. You'll need love to light the shadows on your face. If a great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, then between the sand and stone, could you make it on your own? If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go, and maybe I'll find out a way to make it back someday, to want you, to guide you through the darkest of your days. If a great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, well, then I hope there's someone out there who can bring me back to you. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. Run away with my heart, run away with my hope, run away with my love. I know now just quite how my life and love might still go on. In your heart, in your mind, I'll stay with you for all time. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. If I could turn back time, I'll go wherever you will go. If I could make you mine, I'll go wherever you will go. I'll go wherever you will
Kate Justice.
BBC.
Hereford and Worcester.
Sheesh.
Girl, I'm about to have a panic attack. I did the work, it didn't work. That truth, it hurts. God damn, it hurts. That lovey-dovey was not a fan of it. I'm good with my friends. I don't want a man, girl. I'm in my bed. I'm way too fine to be here alone. On the other hand, I know my worth. And now he calling me. Why do I feel like this? What's happening to me? Oh, oh, oh. Am I ready? Ain't no doubt. Am I ready? What you talking about? Am I ready? You can figure it out. To be loved, to be loved. Am I ready? You deserve it now. Come on, supposed to love somebody else when I don't like myself. Like, ooh, guess I better learn to like this. Ooh, it might take my whole life just to do. Hey, he called me Melly, he squeezed my belly. I'm too embarrassed to say I like it. Girl, is this my boo? That's why I'm asking you, 'cause you know I've been through. Am I ready? Ain't no doubt. Am I ready? What you talking about? Am I ready? You gon' figure it out. To be loved, to be loved. Am I ready? You deserve it now. 'Cause I want it. That's what I'm talking about. Am I ready? You gon' figure it out. To be loved, to be loved. You found me, I was fed up with the fantasy. What you wanna do? Think I'm ready? Ooh, think you like that? Think you like that? When I clap back like that, let me know. You found me, I was fed up with the fantasy. What you wanna do? Think I'm ready? Ooh, think you like that? Think you like that? When I clap back like that, let me know. Am I ready? Ain't no doubt. Am I ready? What you talking about? Am I ready? You gon' figure it out. To be loved, to be loved. Am I ready? You deserve it now. 'Cause I want it. That's what I'm talking about. Am I ready? You gon' figure it out. To be loved, to be loved. Am I ready? Yesterday I would have run away, and I don't know why. I don't know why. No why. Yesterday I would have run away, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm ready.
She doesn't know why, but she is ready. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, to be ready for anything. Lizzo, very punchy little tune that. Lizzo is doing really well. She's on everything at the moment. Fair play, girl. Congratulations. We're in the middle of a chat with an author tonight on the show. Rebecca F. John is my guest. She writes a lot of historical fiction and some children's fiction as well, if you want to look her up. She's a prolific and successful writer. But I wanted to talk to her about a book that she was launching a couple of weeks ago now, called The Strong Woman That History Forgot. It's about the life of Vulcana, a Victorian-era strongwoman. Real name Kate Williams. She was the daughter of a Baptist minister, grew up in Abergavenny and became a hero for early feminists in the Victorian era. She was a strong woman. She was the anti-corset brigade. Can you imagine having to wear a corset? Well, she didn't want to, and she didn't. Yeah, she was about body positivity 150 years ago. She was ahead of her time. So Rebecca has written a book about her life, and it's an entertaining read as well because it is historical fiction. So we're in the middle of a chat about it, and I was talking about the fascinating life that this Vulcana actually had, the incredible things that she did.
Yes, and you know, I touched earlier on the fact that you sometimes have to rein fact in to make it fit into fiction, and that was definitely the case with Vulcana. You know, there are so many stories about her, which can be found in newspapers of the time. You know, they are sort of as verified as they can be, really, about her doing incredible things, you know, rushing into burning buildings to save horses that had been trapped inside a theatre, and pulling a drowning child from a river, and apprehending a pickpocket. And the stories are just endless. And I couldn't possibly include them all, but they're fantastic, and they are out there for people to read if you look her up.
That is fantastic. And now we can, you know, read it in your novel as well.
Yes, well, a lot of it, yeah, definitely. I've stuck to as many of the facts as I can. So the whole timeline of the novel and everything that happens in the novel, you know, of significance is based in fact. Yeah.
I wish she knew. I wish she was here to see. She might be watching. And so are you hoping that potentially this might bring Kate Williams to back to our knowledge and really, you know, part of the curriculum potentially? You said you were a Welsh schoolgirl and you never heard of her.
That's the exact hope, Kate. That's it. You know, I really want to get her name on everybody's lips and to definitely get her into the schools as much as I can. And if I can get her onto the curriculum, so much the better, because, you know, she's everything I would have wanted and needed, I think, as in a role model. You know, that body positivity, the confidence, taking her Welshness to the world, if you like.
Yes.
All of those things, I think, really belong in our schools.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's a travesty, really, that it's been so long. So when was she alive, Kate Williams?
So the date of birth is contested a little, but she was born in the 1870s, either 1874 or 1876, and she started performing in 1892, and she was performing for decades. She performed for a long time, so into the 1900s.
Well done, Kate Williams. How brilliant. Well, it's absolutely super that you've brought this to our attention. I'm so glad we had this chat. What are you going to be working on next, Rebecca?
Do you know, I'm going to attempt to write straight down the line fiction and not include anybody real this time. But what I want to write, it's a tough ask, you know, to be true to your subject and to, you know, all those different kind of things you have to think about when you're writing about real people and the responsibility that you feel as well.
Yeah.
So I would like to write something set around the race for the North Pole and to maybe throw some women into that particular male-dominated world.
Yeah, well, I sense the kind of writer you are and the messages that you like to get across. That's super.
Yeah.
So where do we find you if anybody's listening wants to know more about your other work?
So my website is my name, RebeccaFJohn.com. And I do spend far too much time probably lurking around on Twitter. It's Rebecca_writer there. So those are my main kind of platforms for trying to talk about all of my books, of course. But at the moment, this woman has just captivated me. So.
Well, lucky us that you've gone to the effort to bring her to life again. That's fantastic. Well, I hope people are inspired by listening to the story and digging deep into our history and heroes of the past. I think it's therapeutic as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Very therapeutic. Well, Rebecca, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with your future projects and good luck with this book as well, because you're launching it next week. Congratulations once again. And I hope we'll speak for the next book.
Thank you.
Rebecca F. John. What a fascinating chat and how brilliant to learn about the strong woman Volcana. If you want to know more, get the book. Lenny Kravitz, of course, now.
So much time
on BBC.
That's the end of round one. We'll be back with round two right after these messages.
Best. Bring them out, bring them out. The auditions might be over,
Not to be arrogant, but I ain't come to play.
but the competition has just begun.
We're bringing the art of battling to Sunday Best with a challenge I call the duel. Let's go.
And we're giving you a ringside seat.
It's about to be a gospel brawl. I need you to calm that thing down. Things are about to get real.
Sunday Best, all new Sunday at 8 on BET.
Like a bit of Miley Cyrus, and I like the ballady type feel and approach to that one. It's got a good vibe. We've had a phone call on the Magpies. Thank you for getting in touch. Andy in Clent Hills. By the way, enjoying the programme. Sophie, the producer's written that in capital letters there. Maybe he really means it. But he says, Magpies get a bad press. You might be right, actually, because I do like magpies. You know, I always salute them. I like seeing them around. I think they're very nice looking. I love the black and white thing. I like a Dalmatian as well, you see. But he said it's worth listeners knowing that other birds also steal eggs from nests. Apparently crows, jackdaws, rooks and woodpeckers also do that. And do you know what, Andy? I will add at this point that I was only guessing it was a magpie. There are some magpies around, but there's quite a lot of crows around near me, and they nest in the trees because I've got horses, and apparently crows like the horse manure to line their nests with. Yeah, they sleep in poo. Admittedly, it's basically just dried out grass, isn't it? But yeah, there are a lot of crows around, so it could be crows. I haven't seen evidence. I need to set up a little camera just out of fascination, but I'm reluctant to sacrifice an egg for this purpose. Anyway, yeah, seeing the birds come along and take them with their beaks. I looked it up in the possibility it could be a magpie, and I saw a bunch of videos on YouTube of magpies doing just that, which of course is what made me think it was a magpie. So I'm sorry to give magpies a bad press, and yeah, I guess it does happen. It seems weird though, doesn't it, that a bird would eat another bird's egg? Seems like there should be something against that in nature. But, you know, who are we to judge? They know what they're doing, I presume, and they've evolved perfectly well. Thank you very much. Right, it's approaching 7 o'clock. We'll have a little look at what's coming up after 7 in a moment. First, though, something classic for you. The Charlatan.
Brand new statements. I have you gaping open. Check it out, y'all. Now let's see. Deltron Z, Art Avenger. Let's start the adventure. Pincher with nerve gas, absurd blast, crash a spacecraft. I'm bio-enhanced. Pyro Advanced Series, monstrous evolution. Headed tooth and nail, scoop the trail. Super sleuth, a new race. Mad creator, savage nature. World Wide Web, the ebb and flow. Light years from watchful eyes where my thoughts provide objective. The ostracized, the pompous prophecies. Underground societies I ought to lead. Asteroid surfing, castor oil burping. The darkest side of humanity animated. The grand awakening, plan to take it in. I demand your patronage, mobilize my battle takes. With clusters small, empty Austin, empty Mars. Many MCs cruise low Earth orbit. Easier for me to use my search warrant. Drift by a star, absorb it and store it. Leave Taurus, Corvus, my galaxy's gorgeous. Quantum jump, I'm right at your doorstep.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Well, what it is you're talking about.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Even if the record skips, I still wreck. Now I catch more wreck with fast ignition. My last decision, pulse amplification. Temper with napalm, I want y'all to stay calm. Alien annihilation, I stay armed to the grill piece and kill beat. 20% matter, 30% is energy. Assembling to become a living being. Evaporative radiation phase is station. I get high as aviation.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Reactors on.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Even if the record skips, I still grip. I rise like helium, you're falling rapidly. Trapped in apathy while I track your speed. I'm what you call a legend. Dominance with Armageddon gives me a warm reception. Verbal war with weapons installation. Blow 'em to stardust, distance 12 parsecs. Illusion phalanx with my literary talents. Just a bit of balance, rip the silence of space. All-star systems are our victims. Atomic synonymous with ominous implications of information and entertainment. Cybertech dialect, you gotta earn my respect. I'm like Gamma to amateurs, hit 'em with a cannonball. And in all this confusion, the fusion of music and mind dissipates translucent illusions. Search the ruins with automator. Hit the walls with a carbonator. Hit or missiles just regenerate. The sonic soldiers allow us to demonstrate. Emergency dispatch, skyscrapers rip back for the impact. Their flow is mismatched. My style's protected by heat shield and ceramics. Don't panic, I landed on planet Mercury. Gave it atmosphere, set up my headquarters I'll never get captured here. Trap your tear, clap your ear with soul sonic, mantronic phonics. Turn your brain to an omelet. I'll hold a comet in bondage with my dominance. Take a space shuttle to escape trouble. Bounce through the Milky Way. Not many MCs feel this way.
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Yeah, what is it now?
Positive contact. Positive contact.
Even if the record skips, I still rip.
Goodness. After 7, we're going to head to the Cathedral Square in Worcester to have a closer look at the butterfly solar panel. Now, last night on my way home, because I didn't take the train, I drove through the middle of Worcester past Cathedral Square, and it was still light. I know. It's not dark at 10 p.m. And obviously we're in the month of June, so of course we're in longest day territory. Still light at 10 o'clock. And it was so lovely to drive past Cathedral Square in daylight. I was actually with my son and his friends as well. They've been in Worcester. They don't hang out in Worcester that often because we live in Herefordshire, and they absolutely loved it. Loved the scene. And noticed the giant butterfly solar panel, among other things. You know, where Nando's is, for example. Anyway, we're going to talk about that and reveal all about it after the news. Well, it's a jolly nice evening for June in the UK. In the next hour of the show, we're going to talk about something that's rather beautiful in the middle of Worcester. And it's on a bit of an international journey as well, actually. This is the butterfly solar panel. Yeah, doing good for the environment. And we're also talking about something that's kind of bad in the environment. Ooh. The hot potato that is the River Wye. Now, this is the river that runs near my house. It's the river that I would walk the dogs alongside. It's the river that I would paddleboard on or swim in if I dared. Anyway, there's been lots of chat about the pollution levels in the River Wye. We're going to look at that more closely in the next half an hour as well. Plus a bit of Ariana Grande in the 1975 on the way.
Kate Justice.
Hereford and Worcester. I'm in love with you.
Put your hands together.
I'm in love with you.
Oh yeah.
I'm in love with you.
Oh,
Jesus.
say I am.
I'm in love with you.
I am.
I'm in love with you.
Oh yes.
I'm in love with you.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You fill my heart, Lord, with your unfailing love. You satisfy my soul. Oh yeah, yeah. You touch my heart, Lord. A never-ending song. Joy overflows. Oh, as I gaze upon, as I think about you,
Wanna be close to you.
I wanna be close.
Wanna be close to you.
Oh, I'm in love. Tell him I am. I am. Oh Jesus. Tell him I am. I am. Oh Jesus. You fill my heart, Lord, with your unfailing love. You satisfy my soul. Yeah. Touch my heart, Lord. A never-ending song. Joy overflows. It overflows. It overflows. As I think of who you are, I wanna be close. I gotta be close to you. Oh, tell him I love you. Lord, we love you. Nobody like you. Tell him I am. Oh Lord, you amaze me. Oh, you satisfy me. I love you. There's nobody like you. Oh, with all of my heart. Oh yeah. Oh, with all of my heart. Oh yeah. Oh, with all of me. Oh yeah. Oh, I just wanna praise you. Oh yeah. Oh, with every part of me. Yeah. Oh, I wanna lift my hands. Say yeah. Oh, I love you, Lord. Oh, as I gaze, as I think of who you are, I wanna be close. Oh, I'm in love with you. Say that. I'm in love. Sing it out. Oh, Jesus. Sing it again. Say. Tell him I am. Tell him I am. I am. Everybody sing I am. Father, we praise you. Lord, we adore you. Nobody like you. Tell him I am. I love you, Jesus. I love you, Lord. I love you. Oh, with all of my heart, with all of my soul, with all of my mind, I love you, Lord. With all of my heart, with all of my soul, with all of my mind, I love you, Lord. Oh, say yeah. Oh, yeah. Say yeah. I love you, Lord. If you let him say yeah. Say yeah. Oh, yeah. I love you, Lord. Oh, yeah. Father, we love you. Oh, yeah. I love you, Lord. God bless you guys. Thank y'all so much for coming out.
With you. Oh, lovely notion, isn't it? Love that. We're feeling quite summery today. Well, obviously the weather and the summer is round the corner. And actually, my daughter, who is a student, it's half term, isn't it, this week? Oh, yeah. So my daughter's a student at Hereford College of Arts, and she hasn't got to go back. There are 3 dates related to an exhibition of their work, and she's got to submit a final piece and go in on another day or something. But other than that, she's kind of off for the summer now, which is fine. You know, it's easy because she's nearly 18. But I know it's not quite as simple as that, is it, when you got kids off on half term? So how's all that going? I mean, you've done the lion's share. Yeah, we're nearly out the other side. Back to school on Monday, which of course brings a whole load of other jobs and issues. You've got to find the school uniform, haven't you? Yes, well, good luck with all of that. Those days are behind me now. Now that my kids are grown up. But yeah, the daughter is off for the rest of the summer. And so I'm getting that summer holiday feeling too early, arguably. We'll try to remain calm and have a little bit of Prince.
Shot caller, 20-inch blade on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight. Switch a roll tight, got sprayed by ice. I hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, yeah.
I'm a baller, I'm a 20-inch crawler. Blades on Impala, diamond rock waller. R10 howler, never leader, not a fouler. Break these boys off, I'm a 20-inch crawler. Bust a left or right, I'm out of sight, I'm throw. I'm bouncing off the road, I'm in the motor, with the photo, I'm chaining tune. Hop out my big body form, chain with the tongue, can't forgive me what alarm. I'm hopping, I'm looking good, diamonds get some wood. Man, it's understood, got money in my hood. I'm pushing big body, can't stop me. For the 9-8, gotta sell a million copy. I'ma crow slow, puffin' on the Optimo, hit the stove. I'ma go real slow, puffin' when the Optigo. I'ma let the stress screen. Man, I'm looking clean, one more control, G-green and nice bust.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight. Switch a roll tight, got sprayed with ice. I hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, yeah.
Big ballin', smashing, making my ends. Smoking big killer, getting high in the bins. Big ballin', smashing, making my ends. Smoking big killer, getting high in the bins. In the wind, smoke goes as I crawl down on those. Twangin' Lorenzo, smoke all up in my nose. Your eyes get froze. Hey, you see my load, candy red, too dope. Then my top 9 slow, hitting my remote. Sitting in my presidential V12 with the AMG kit and don't quit. As I get high, from KC to H-Down, connecting Southside. Now we worldwide, watch me high side. Fat pet, blowing killer, can't be denied. 187 thugs, oh yeah, we got love. Blowing sticky, green with flow, blue, and that bug.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight. Switch a roll tight, got sprayed by ice. Now hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, yeah.
Back down south, rolling beans on blocks. Most really I got shining with shortstop, and that's for real. So tell me how you feel. To make $1 million out my first record deal, shortstop. Putting up your motherfucking ear. Really don't give a fuck. And I ain't drinking on no beer. Codeine when I sip, pistol grip when I ride. Chunky for life, baby, it's outside. We on with a mission, expedition navigators. That's how we be riding. Alligator suitcases, put it in your faces, and that's for real. Shine harder than the grill. It's the player the wheel. Down with the too low, youngster be a thug. So get this in the world, I'm down with more thugs. More thugs in the town. You know what's going down. Represent that H-Town. I touch around my sound.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight. Switch a roll tight, got sprayed by ice. Now hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, yeah.
I got to get better, man, it got to move on. Switch from Motorola to a prime cold phone. Broken 2-prong, now you know no dope pensions. Used to call my spoke, now these floors count my inches. Had to get older, man, it's got colder. I done got grown, got a chip on my shoulder. Licks in Kuwait, got licks in Pakistan. Boys don't understand virtual reality caravan. Double dose marble flows, naked all around me. Every time I come around, they want to sign me. Got the little wheel, diamond grills that will win. Blades in the bin, and can't forget the den. The booty diamonds and rubies. I'm watching on the movie. Drop the top of sky, and you know I'm in the jacuzzi. Bourbon and I'm swerving. Man, it's getting hot. My last name Lim, I'm dropping time off the light. David Taylor.
Baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight. Switch a roll tight, got sprayed by ice. Now hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, yeah.
having things my way. A party every day, all day. Ain't no way boys can stop as I slide through your neighborhood. Chop, 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 headed straight to the top. I only play to win, about to close up shop. So stop and dead end, pimp the pen once again. Beat the misses I seen. Take the levels that you devils can't comprehend. Big body beans as I floss through the side. Big blue lens. Now what you talking about? Close your mouth as I sell lost scores, scream and shy. My similes and metaphors, man through doors. I constantly close all you whoops. Don't take off your clothes, Lord knows. Ain't no time to play. Convinced of opening the sucking on the HAWK.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller, get laid tonight. Switch a road tight, got sprayed by Ike. Now hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's got to be a better way, better way, better way, yeah.
That's the end of round 2. We'll be right back with round 3 after this.
Ready. The BBC Proms 2011. Sundays at 18:25. New to BBC Entertainment.
Everybody, let's go! Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Cathedral Square in Worcester. If you've been past there today, you might have seen something that's quite striking, potentially looks a bit out of place. It's not a bird. It's not a plane. It's a giant butterfly solar panel. Yeah. The Solar Butterfly team are travelling around the world trying to educate us about new ways to be sustainable. So this particular panel started its journey in Geneva and it will eventually travel all the way through Central America. Wow. Our reporter Ben Workman went to Cathedral Square to take a look.
Cathedral Square in Worcester today was home to an unusual vehicle. Now, this is a solar butterfly. It's a van that has solar panels for wings, has a butterfly face at the front, and it's all towed by an electric car. Now, the idea of this is to tour it around the world and promote sustainability, and that's exactly what Luca from Solar Butterfly hopes to do.
It's a solar-powered trailer. We're built it like that so it has a lot of space for solar panels. For the first thing, we try to be self-sufficient by ourselves so we can cook and everything just by the solar power. Also, we can power the Tesla, the electric car that is pulling the trailer. So with that net zero emissions, we're traveling around the world to find 1,000 solutions to fix global warming. So we're just traveling around looking for pioneers. Like here we have 2 pioneers who just have some ideas how to fix global warming. So at the end of the tour, we will be in Brazil in 2025 to be there at the 10 years anniversary of the Paris Climate Agreement, to just show them, hey, for 4 years we were looking for 1,000 solutions. If we can find 1,000 solutions, you can definitely do something about it.
So this is your accommodation as well. You're living, sleeping in here and eating everything all around the 4-year tour.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, at the moment the shower isn't working, so we will have the university to have a shower, but we sleep in here, we cook in here, so we pretty much live in here all the times.
And at the end of it all, what do you hope to have achieved?
I mean, definitely to show the politicians at the climate agreement that you can do something, also to give a platform to all those pioneers, because Louis Palmer always says the ideas are there, just people don't know them yet. So we try to also with our Instagram, with our social media channels, we try to show the people that those solutions exist, and maybe someone or some investors have a look at it and invest in those companies. So definitely that, and also to just show the people, the public. We have those climate questions here, so people can get educated about the climate. So
Solar Butterfly project is supported by the University of Worcester, and Rosie Bramwell from the university believes that projects such as this will encourage people to make small changes in their everyday life to help become more sustainable.
I think in general it just helps encourage others to be more sustainable, even if you're not going out and building your own van, even if you're not doing massive changes, just the little things to be more sustainable, to help the environment and to just promote it. It makes a massive difference. You could do something as small as making sure you're recycling the right way. It's just building on that sustainability. It just encourages others to be better.
And it's projects like this that can help with and promote small changes in everybody's life, which make a big difference.
Absolutely, and seeing what they're doing, seeing how all of their effort combine together, and seeing people that are very passionate about what they're doing, it's very encouraging for people that don't feel like they're going to make an impact, because it takes a little bit from everyone to make a big difference, and seeing this big difference, it's just enough.
That's actually really nice and uplifting, isn't it? I mean, young people do know about these things. Conservation is the future. That's our reporter Ben Workman in Worcester. So have you had a look? Have you seen it? I mean, we can't really miss it. I suppose you might drive past. But it's so light for so long now. I mean, now's the time to have solar, isn't it? Absolutely. Anyway, let us know what you think if you have.
Just an old-fashioned love song playing on the radio, and wrapped around the music is the sound of someone promising they'll never go. You swear you've heard it before as it slowly rambles on. No need in bringing them back, 'cause they're never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song to underscore our love affair with tenderness and feeling that we've come to know. You swear you've heard it before as it slowly rambles on and on. No need in bringing them back, 'cause they're never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song coming down in three-part harmony. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Just an old-fashioned love song coming down in three-part harmony. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Leave our dreams apart and listen to a song. Just an old song coming down. Just an old song, what I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Just an old song coming down. Just an old song, what I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Just an old-fashioned love song coming down in three-part harmony. Just an old-fashioned love song, what I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Just an old-fashioned love song coming down in three-part harmony.
Justice.
BBC Hereford and Worcester.
So we stole some time and shut our heads with life divine. I remember thinking nothing could fall far out without reach. Secrets to be seen, all our games, our fantasies, put in their mouths the words they've been looking for. After all, I gave you something good. I taught you how to laugh and cry, taught you how to say goodbye. Remember all those nights I couldn't sleep to your delight. Smiling faces, that's the richest we were then. Since we used to do, I tell stories to outdo you, but we're still laughing. I guess now we're satisfied that we tried. After all, I gave you something good. I taught you how to laugh and cry, taught you how to say goodbye. After all, I gave you something good. I taught you how to laugh and cry, taught you how to say goodbye. Secrets to be seen, all our games, our fantasies, puts in their mouths the words they've been looking for. Yes, they are. After all, I gave you something good. I taught you how to laugh and cry, taught you how to say goodbye. After all, I gave you something good.
That's the new one from Texas. After all, it's good, isn't it? I love Charlene Spiteri's voice. Really nice to hear that one. And a nice classic Maroon 5 number before that. Hope you're okay on this lovely sunny Thursday evening. We are going to see some really nice lingering late sunshine, actually. But into the night, we've got a band of patchy low cloud that will quite quickly move in from the east, actually. But it will stay dry overnight, and there will be some clear spells. Temperatures between 6 and 9 Celsius. Tomorrow, we'll see lingering cloud quickly clear away during the morning. The sunshine will then become extensive with just some patchy cloud in spots. Temperatures up to 19 tomorrow, so not boiling. But it will remain dry and settled then across the weekend and into next week. We've got high pressure remaining dominant. So Saturday, Sunday and Monday are all expected to have large amounts of sunshine throughout, with just some patchy cloud possible at times. And it will stay rather warm with highs of around 21 on those days. So, settled, sunny, dry and warm.
The sound of Herefordshire and Worcestershire.
Together, we can make a difference. BBC.
Hereford and Worcester.
Gone and close the curtains, 'cause all we need is candlelight, you and me, and a bottle of wine, and I'll hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish it were so. So take this wine and drink with me. Let's delay our misery. Sing tonight, fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Sing tonight, fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. There's a log on the fire, and it burns like me for you. Tomorrow comes with one desire, to take me away. Oh, it's true. It ain't easy to say goodbye. Darling, please don't start to cry. 'Cause girl, you know I've got to go. Oh, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Sing tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Sing tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow comes to take me away. I wish that I could stay. Girl, you know I've got to go. Oh, Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow, tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
Eagle Eye Cherry He's the son, isn't he, of Naina Cherry. Love Naina Cherry. I'm trying to learn Buffalo Stance, the song, so I can, step up one night when we're doing karaoke. I say when we're doing, I never go to karaoke. Is it still popular? Is it still a thing? Does people still do karaoke? The only time we ever really have a go is if we do it on Christmas Day at home. But I'd like to be able to step up with an Naina Cherry song, the rapping along as well. But it's not quite as simple as just learning the lyrics as you sing along. I'm going to have to write them down and learn them like lines. That seems like a lot of effort. Anyway, that was Eagle Eye Cherry, same family, I believe. Save Tonight, a great tune. I wonder what Eagle Eye Cherry is doing now. Well, we're going to play Ed Sheeran next, and we know full well what Ed Sheeran is doing now. He's all over the social media scene, and he's releasing a song every couple of minutes as well.